Welcome, Calculus AB. This is part 2, so I'm going to call this part 2 of implicit differentiation. Let's begin. So where we left off is right here. I want to determine 3 more examples. Determine a differentiable function. Find dy dx implicitly for this equation sine of y equals x. And in this case, we find the derivative of the left side. And so d of dx of sine of y equals d of dx of x. On the left side, on the right side, that's very easy. That's just 1. On the right side, it's going to be cosine of y times using the chain rule, times the derivative of y dx. And that's your answer right there. Oh, well, that's not it completely, because we do want to solve for dy dx. So my next and last step, we'd be divide both sides by cosine of y. And you're going to get your dy dx is going to equal 1 over cosine of y. And there's your answer. Next one. So I want to find the second derivative implicitly. And this gets kind of neat. So I want to find d squared of y over dx squared. And that's the second derivative notation when you do dy dx. This gets neat. So let's find the first one, dy dx. All right? Of this, it's going to be 2x plus 2y dy dx equals 0. And rearranging this, we get 2y dy dx equals negative 2x. And divide by 2y, you get dy dx equals negative 2x over 2y. Reducing the 2's, you get negative x over y. All right, dy dx. Cool. Now, we have to find the next derivative. So, to find the second derivative in this case, we are going to differentiate this guy. Differentiate that again. And what do we use when we have something over something? We use the quotient rule. So we'll call this my f, and this is my g. So my f prime is going to be negative 1. And my g prime will be dy dx. So I'm going to find the second derivative, so d squared y over dx squared. But dy dx. Oh, wait, what is dy dx? We know what that is. That actually equals negative x over y. So g prime equals negative x over y. Let's plug that in using the quotient rule. It's going to be f prime, so negative 1 times regular gy minus regular f, negative x, times g prime, which is negative x over y. All over g squared, so y squared. Okay, combining things, that's negative y minus 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 will be a minus x squared over y squared. Okay, so let's clean this up just a little bit. I'm going to multiply this one by, just this term by y over y. So what you're going to get is negative y squared minus x squared over y, all over y squared. When you have a fraction divided by another number, we can rewrite that as, I'm going to rewrite it over here, as negative y squared. Come on in. Hello. You're on the video, Leah.
Oh, hello.
Hi. You're going to watch yourself.
Okay.
Enjoy. So negative y squared minus x squared. And what can we do from here? Well, we know from our original function that x squared plus y squared equals 25. So I'm going to factor out that negative by. Have a good day. Negative y squared plus x squared over y cubed. And what does that equal? That equals 25. So I can write this as negative 25 over y cubed. Wow, a lot of neat substitution, but you're done. And that's the most simplified form. So you might ask, do I have to do this? Yes, that kind of substitution you should do. All right, last one. Tangent line to a graph. So find the tangent line to this graph. At this point, we've done something similar to this before, but let's do it again. So differentiate on the left-hand side. A few options here. I'm going to actually just distribute that first. So I'm going to get x to the 4th power plus x squared y squared. And then equals y squared. And let's differentiate from here. So we're going to get 4x cubed And on this case, we're going to have to use the product rule right here. So this is my f and g. My f prime is going to be 2x. My g prime is going to be 2y dy dx. So you're going to have 2x times y squared. So for this whole thing, I'm going to put in parentheses. Plus regular f, so x squared times g prime times 2y dy dx. Equals, derivative of this will be 2y dy dx. All right, going forward, let's clean up these parentheses. So 4x cubed plus 2xy squared plus 2x squared y dy dx equals 2y dy dx. And rearranging the dy dx is on the left, so I'll subtract these ones and subtract these two have to go, and this one has to go. So it's going to be, put this one first, 2x squared y dy dx minus 2y dy dx equals negative 4x cubed plus 2xy squared. Okay, factor out the dy dx there. What you're going to get is dy dx times 2x squared y minus 2y equals whatever this is again. I don't want to type it. And then dy dx, when you divide it by that, you'll get negative 4x cubed plus 2xy squared all over 2x squared y minus 2y. But that's not it, because we have this one point right here. X and y are square root of 2 over 2. So let's plug those in to find the tangent line to the graph. So if we plug those in, that's going to find our slope. So to find the whole equation, the tangent line is y equals mx plus b form. This is going to help us find our slope. So I'm plugging in square root of 2 over 2 for both of these. Oh man, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work, but we'll get through this. Actually, we can reduce this a little bit first. Let's reduce these, divide everything by 2, and then we're left with just a 2 there. And then we can, no, it doesn't really help me too much. Sorry, 2x cubed plus xy squared over x squared y cubed y minus y. All right, the neat thing, since x and y are the same numbers, it's going to be negative 2 times square root of 2 over 2 cubed plus, and x and y are the same number, it's going to be square root of 2 over 2 cubed anyways, again, because they're the same, all over square root of 2 over 2 cubed minus square root of 2 over 2. Okay, that's going to be fun. And what that comes out to, I'm going to do all the math on this. I'm going to actually move it over here. It's going to get messy. So you're going to have negative, okay, you're going to have 2 cubed, which is going to be square root of 8 over 8. All right. And your answer is going to be negative 2 times that, so it'll be negative 2 square roots of 2 over 4. Yep. Plus 2 square root of 2 over 8. All over 2 square root of 2 over 8 minus square root of 2 over 2. All right. And doing some work from there, I should have left this instead of over, I should common denominator, so multiply this by 4 over 4, this one by 2 over 2, I should not have reduced. Should negative 4 square roots of 2 plus 2 square roots of 2 over 8, all over 2 square roots of 2 minus 4 square roots of 2 over 8. These over 8 parts, the neat part is they'll just cancel each other out, since both the top and the bottom are over 8. So I'm left is negative 2 square root of 2 over negative 2 square roots of 2. Dang it. I don't know what that equals. Gonna edit this out. Not gonna stop recording. All right. What happened here? Differentiated. I got that. That really have to be this much work. All right, I had to backtrack a little bit. What I'm going to do right here is I'm going to factor out an x on the top. So I get x times negative 2x squared plus y squared. And factor out a y on the bottom. Y times x squared minus 1. Why is there a negative there? Oh. Don't know. Gonna do this one in class. You're on. Say hello to yourself. Say hello to yourself. You're. Oh. Oh, that's what they did. I'm not wrong. All right, we back this up again. So I'm going to factor out an x on the top. And I'm going to get negative 2x squared plus y squared. I'm going to factor out a y on the bottom. So I get x squared minus 1. And this is going to make it a little easier to plug in. Because what happens is you're going to plug in square root of 2 over 2 for both of them. So what happens in this case, x kind of equals y when we're plugging these in. So let's just plug this in, I'll show you. And I'm going to do the work over here. So I get square root of 2 over 2 times negative 2 times square root of 2 over 2 squared plus square root of 2 over 2 squared all over the y is square root of 2 over 2 times the square root of 2 over 2 squared minus 1. All right, simplifying and canceling things out that we can. Square root of 2 over 2 is cancel. And on the bottom, square root of 2 squared is 2, and 2 squared is 4. So this becomes 1/2 minus 1. And on the top, again, this is square root of 2 over 2 squared is 1/2. So it would be negative 2 times 1/2 plus 1/2. So it would be negative 1 plus 1/2 over 1/2 minus 1. That gives you negative 1/2 over 4 over 4 over 4 over 4, Brophy. Square root of 2 over 2 squared is going to be, no, that's right. Huh. Going to be negative 1/2. I shouldn't be doing this at 5 on a Monday. Let's Josh record.